I would like you to read a story to me. Please do your best reading. If you do not know a word, I will read the word for you. Keep reading until I say stop. Be ready to tell me about the story when you are finished reading. Wait for me. Put your finger under the first word. Begin.
During the last ice age, the world looked much different than it does today. Nearly all land was covered with huge sheets of ice or glaciers. Most of the world's water was trapped in these glaciers, and the water level of the seas was low. A vast amount of land was above the water. The narrow waterway between Asia and North America, the Bering Strait, was mostly exposed land at that time. The land formed a narrow bridge that connected Asia with North America. This land bridge was cold and flat and was covered by grass and shrubs. Before the formation of the land bridge, early people walked.
Stop right there. Good job, Felicity. Okay, now I want you to tell me as much as you can about the story that you just read. Begin.
Mostly of the water was trapped above the ice, and they had to formate a bridge that was covered by shrubs and grass, and they connected it to Asia with North America, and
Can you tell me anything more about the story? Think about it for a couple seconds.
The water was the water was covered with huge sheets of ice or glaciers, and most prehistoric animals were trapped inside the glacier, inside the ice.
Good job, Felicity. Thank you very much. Okay, I have another story for you.
Oh boy.
So do your best reading on this one and point to the first word under the story. Whenever you're ready.
Wait, but first thing, sorry.
Put your finger on the first word. Begin.
Once there lived a sleek black crow. Crow's shiny feathers glistened in the sunlight, and his yellow eyes sparkled like precious jewels. Crow was so strong that he frequently flew for hundreds of miles without stopping. One day, Crow was flying along when he started to feel thirsty. He dropped to a little altitude to search for something refreshing to drink. Suddenly, he spied a pitcher of water sitting on a barnyard fence. The fence was in the shade, shielded from the sun by a towering oak tree. That water should make a nice cool drink, thought Crow. Crow landed on the fence and examined the tempting pitcher. He saw that it...
Stop right there. Thank you very much. Now I want you to tell me as much as you can about that story that you just read.
Crow's eyes they sparkled like precious jewels, and the crow was so strong that he frequently flew for hundreds of miles without stopping, and then he spied a pitcher full of water on a barnyard fence, and he dropped to a little altitude to fly to the barn, and then he thought that it would make a nice cool drink for him.
Can you tell me anything more about the story? Think about it for a couple seconds.
That's it.
Great job, Felicity. And this is our last story.
Oh,
Put your finger under the first word when you are ready.
oh boy.
Nope, sit right there. Go ahead.
If you look around, you will see tires everywhere. There are tires on automobiles and trucks, and there are tires on motorcycles and airplanes. Eventually, all these tires will be thrown away, creating a huge mountain of tires. You might be surprised to learn that old tires are one of the biggest and most challenging sources of trash. The piles of old tires frequently become home to mosquitoes and other insects that carry disease. Discarded tires is a dangerous fire hazard. The pollination caused by tire fires is very harmful to the environment because old tires don't decay. They are a problem that will be around for a long, long time.
Stop right there. Good job, kiddo. And tell me as much as you can about that story that you just read.
The tires on automobiles, airplanes, trucks, and motorcycles are going to be thrown away because there will be new ones, but old ones don't decay, and the pollination is causing the old tire fires harmful, and they create a huge mountain full of old tires.
Can you tell me anything else about the story that you just read? Think about it for a couple seconds.
And I know the tires are made of rubber. The rubber is from the tree. I know that for a fact.
Did you read about that?
Well, I remember it.
We need to tell me what you read in the story.
And those people, they're people that care for the trees, for tires.
Good job, Felicity. You are all done.
Yay!